What's up, everybody? Welcome to the inaugural review on this channel. Today we're going to be looking at G-5 Studios Monkey D Dragon resin statue. So I'll go ahead and show you guys get that going there. So interesting about this is a third-party option, meaning it's not an officially licensed product. It is the World Collectible Figure, or WCF scale. But interesting thing to note here is we do have the Monkey D Dragon, which is the full name as it would be on any one-piece merchandise. We also have images, as you can see coming around here, of the Revolutionary Army logo. Interesting because in different areas those things are copyrighted and trademarked, so it's a little bit bold for G-5 Studio to be putting those things directly on their packaging, but definitely an interesting look. Again, you guys can't see it now, but coming around this side we do have a picture of Monkey D Dragon in all of his greatness. On the other side, Revolutionary Army artwork. We have Revolutionary Army coming around here, and then on the top is just G-5 Studio. So not super impressive, but I did want to show you guys the box so you could know what we're looking at. Okay, I've gone ahead and done the unboxing of Monkey D Dragon resin statue. This is him as he was seen in Rogue Town or Log Town, depending on which version you subscribe to, the American translation or the Japanese. But he's really cool. I'm really happy with how this statue is. We'll go ahead and get that 360 going on him so we can see kind of that wind effect that he had in Log Town. You can also really see his green cloak coming through in that iconic shot where he saves Luffy from Smoker. He, of course, coming into Log Town, or Rogue Town again, to save his son. And this is really the first appearance of Monkey D Dragon that we ever saw. We didn't know who he was at the time, but obviously as the Revolutionary Army becomes a bigger part of the series, he becomes more and more iconic. So we'll go ahead and stop that. It's basically three separate pieces. So you have your base, which is actually really, really nice. Go ahead and separate that out. So we have our base here. Again, this is a resin base. We can see nice transparent or translucent material, and then you have rocks kind of spurred up. Nothing on the bottom. It would be nice to have maybe a logo or a serial number for it, as these were more limited. But there's the base to the statue. You do have your little hole right there, and here's your peg. So your peg that goes up in the figure, of course, it just slides in there like that, making it secure. Be very careful if you do get this item. It's easy. When I unboxed it, my peg actually came out, and so that was bad news. Had to dig around on the kitchen floor a while for it. But here's try to get some light in there. And then here's the third component of the statue, which is the figure Monkey D Dragon himself. Of course, you can see texture all on that cloak, which is very nice. Underneath, we have kind of a blue suit silhouetted. It's really hard because the cloak shadows nicely, but you can see his eyes are the classic Enraged Luffy type. We have a little bit of a beard. His tattoo markings on his head. If I flip it over, kind of more of the same, just that really nice cloak version. But yeah, that's the statue. I'll show you it all together here in a minute. Okay, and then there again we have Monkey D Dragon, the G-5 Studio resin statue. Really happy with this guy. I think he'll look good. I think he would look good if you were making a Rogue Town display, if you were making even though he wasn't there, Marine Ford display, any kind of overlooking. This figure just has the gravitas to it that you're going to want in any sort of display. I really do recommend it for any World Collectible Figure collector, any one-piece collector, any Monkey D collector. So if you're trying to do like a Garp Luffy Dragon, this would be a perfect fit in. There are a couple of official offerings that may suit your needs. It's just all situationally dependent. There's a bit of a late tax on this guy, so he's been out for quite a while. I was able to pick him up for about $100 US, but those prices have gone up. Of course, the virus and everything that's going on with shipping is making it a little hard. There is one last item that comes with the box, and again, I don't know, you guys probably heard me mention on the base it would have been nice to have a serial number, but it does come with a card. I'm not huge on cards. Again, I also collect a lot of different things, Transformers and such, but they come with a lot of cards. I'm not huge on them. I don't see myself displaying them with the card. I think this definitely belongs in a diorama or among other figures. So, but the card does have kind of a serial number. It doesn't tell you out of how many, but it is there, and it almost looks holographic, but it's not. But it is textured, and then of course you have the G-5 Studios logo on it. So it's there if you want it, kind of thing. Okay, so to steal the wrap-up moment from one of my favorite reviewers, the final thoughts. My final thoughts on this guy, I really do love it. I do love the face sculpt on it. I love the texturing. I love the base. The base is phenomenal. The detail, even in the hands, is great work. It's one of those things that I'm not sure people would know as a resin statue, but they definitely would think it stood out from the other World Collectible figures if you had them. It's just got a kind of horse of a different color about it. My only negatives about this piece are, of course, one, you're going to pay that higher price because it's sold out at this point. But two, the peg, as you can see here, really doesn't secure well. I would have liked to seen some magnets in the feet, which I believe G5 is doing now, but back then they wouldn't. So I would have liked to see something maybe making that figure a little more stable than it is. It doesn't really have a solid spot or location for those feet. It's just kind of drifting there. So it does make that a little worrisome. You know, you can move him around a little bit. If you tip him over, he's gonna come off. Okay, so we want to be careful about that. But overall, it's a solid purchase if you're into it. It is kind of a niche collector's market, the WCF and then the resin figures, but hopefully we look to review some more, give you guys a good idea of what you're getting into, show you guys what's a little bits out there, and having fun doing the review. So appreciate it, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. If you have any further comments, please leave it down below. We'll catch you next time.